Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shell David and I want to show you this deck that I've been working on. I think I've almost finished it now, but I want to show you the progress so far. This is the Nicolas Conver 1880 and it's a very beautiful deck, has very beautiful coloration. The color pattern, I think it's the one that Paul Marteau used for the deck that would later become the very famous Grimoire deck. So let me show you the progress so far and have a look and see, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so this is the Nicolas Conver 1880 version that I did, and this pattern, as I said earlier, I believe it's the pattern that was used by Paul Marteau when he made the deck that would become the Grimoire Classic. The color pattern is very beautiful. I came across this in the BNF, the National Museum of France. So let me show you the color pattern. Now, just a warning, these cards that I printed, this is just the first test print. I had printed off the Major Arcana a few months ago, and I've now completed the rest of the deck, but this is my first real test print. And the cardstock that I'm using is not the best cardstock, and of course my printer settings are not the best either. So there's that. So let me show you what it looks like so far. Okay, there is still a lot of color grading to do. There's some things that need to be fixed up, but overall it's okay. Feel free to pause the video at any time should you wish to see the rest of it. Now, just to let you know that these speckles here, it's actually from my printed toner, so it shouldn't really be like that, although it looks really good like this. I actually kind of like the speckle effect. Makes it look more vintage. And it's another beautiful card. I really love the coloration. The love is. Justice came out looking really good. The Hermit. And as you can see here, I put a very firm, dark border on it, which I think adds to the effect more. I like this card. I really like how the printing error actually looks better. Strange. These pinks, I really enjoy them. I never expected that I would like a deck that has so much pink in it, but it really works. It complements this deck really well. Especially here, you can see in the Tower card. The Star card. This one I have already corrected the color on this one and the coloration here. I've gone with a fixed blue color rather than a blended, and I've made this a bit lighter. Some of the blues will be slightly lighter. You can see the contrast here. This blue is a little bit darker than this one. So I've made all of them to be more like this. It's still a work in progress, so just bear with me. Another very beautiful card. Oh, it's not even in order. One thing I've done here is I kept it true where they had mixed the yellow stencil with the blue stencil to form the green. Sometimes the stencils don't really match up and you get some overlap. In this case, there's a bit of a blue overlap. In some cards like this, you can see the blue and you can see here the yellow, where they had applied two different stencils, the yellow and then the blue, to get the green. But sometimes it doesn't match up, or it didn't match up, and then it came out like that. So I kept that original look, which I really like. Okay, moving on to the rest of them. I'll just go through them quickly. You can have a look. You can pause them at any time. Again, I quite like this printer. I don't even know why it does this. Anyway, it's not a bug, it's a feature. And some of these blues I've color corrected already. You can see there's slight variation, but it's already corrected. I haven't printed them off because I haven't really had time to do it yet. And there's a few cards I still haven't finished yet, to be honest. This one came out very blue, darker blue, but I've since corrected that one for sure. And it's not in order. And as you may have noticed, I've kept a lot of the overruns, the ink bleeds from the original stenciling. So there's quite a bit of ink bleed. This card I need to redo again. Still haven't done it. You can tell the line work's a bit thick compared to the rest. This one too, in the process. What I'm thinking about doing is putting them on one of these print-on-demand services. The only problem that I have with that is, one, the size is incorrect. They use the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot card size, which doesn't really fit the Tarot de Marseille. I could put it on there, but the problem is that it's going to have a bit of a wider white border on the sides than on the top. And another issue that I personally have is that they don't offer the square corners, which I realize that a lot of people prefer not to have anyway. They'll rather just have the this card got damaged. They'll rather have the rounded corner, which I understand. I mean, if people are going to read with them, the square corners kind of get in the way. But it's also fun to wear them down through hard work of reading. And this one it's just a test print. That's why it looks like this. It looks like it's more vintage than it is. It's just that it's printed and thrown around. But I'm just showing you the progress so far, and you can see it's a really beautiful coloration. It's no wonder that Paul Moto used this color pattern. It's my favorite, absolute favorite. It's a beautiful card. Again, here you can see where they used the yellow and the blue, and unintentionally the stencils didn't really line up and overlap to make the green. Or maybe it's intentional. You can know. But I kept it there. I think it looks nice. A lot of the deniers I've recolored. The yellow here is a bit dull, but it will be improved in the next iteration. You can see the coloration isn't correct here. So all these cards are in the process of being redone. Most of them done already, but that's what it looks like so far. And where do we get to the court cards? Okay. They definitely look more vintage than what they're supposed to be. Apologies for that. It's this cheap cardstock that I'm using. It's just a leftover paper, cardstock rather. I'm trying to finish it up. It's good for test prints. Anyway, so that's it. That's what I have. This again is my Nicolas Conver 1880, and I hope you enjoy checking it out. And like I say, I'm hoping to get them printed because I think this is very beautiful, and I don't know if there is this version around anywhere. I know that Los Carabeo did a similar version, but it's slightly different. And yeah, I don't think it's available, so I'll put it out there for those Conver fans. Yeah, if anyone can recommend a good printing company that can do it, I would really appreciate it, because I'm having a bit of trouble at the moment trying to find a company that can print Tarot de Marseille size cards. So again, if you do know, please let me know in the comments. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and hope that you have a great day.